butthole, in the butthole, in the butthole of in my butthole, flame coming out of my butthole, flame coming out of the butthole. I got the word in my butthole. I got the healing word in my butthole. I got the word in my butthole.
Like warning, this podcast may contain offensive topics such as politics, religion, wrestling, and stupid people videos. If by any time you find yourself offended, well, there's nothing I can do about it. Consider yourself warned. For those of you who don't get easily offended by a bowl of applesauce, enjoy the show! Yeah, enjoy the show! Coming to you from the west suburbs of Chicago, it's The Podcast YouTube Talk Show. I'm your host, Kevin. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin! Welcome to show number 3. Before I get into tonight's topics, just a little quick announcement. Next week, I'm going to be in New York City, New York. But don't worry, because the show will go on. And right now, I'm still working on time release here because I could do it either two ways. I'm gonna see which is gonna be easier. And think about releasing the next show, which should be show number 4, releasing that early, probably on Wednesday. If I don't release on Wednesday, then it's gonna go to its normal. I'm going to stick to my normal schedule, release on Sunday nights. Either way, show number 4 is still going to continue next week, regardless where I'm at. So, moving on to tonight's topics. The first topic I want to discuss is wrestling. Yes, tonight I am going to be talking wrestling. And, with wrestling, I just want to talk about the next big thing that's coming out to wrestling. No, I'm talking about Brock Lesnar. Oh, of course, that guy. With Brock Lesnar, I heard about the news about how he's he's under contract with WWE, but he is apparently going to work a UFC match while under WWE contract. And the crazy thing is, after he's done with that, the UFC match, he's going to be back in WWE for SummerSlam. Yeah, I don't know what. I guess when you're Brock Lesnar, you're Brock Lesnar. You can do whatever the fuck you want. He's got the power. He knows how to pull the strings. But then again, from what I heard, the rumors are the reason why Vince is letting him do this is because Vince McMahon wants Ronda Rousey at next year's WrestleMania. So that, I believe, is why Vince is allowing Brock to compete in his UFC match. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm excited if they can get Ronda Rousey for next year's WrestleMania. I'm all for it. But anyway, moving on with the topic, I wanted to talk about the WWE brand split. The brand split is back. So, yay. Well, actually, I think it might be a good thing. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is the brand split coming back? Is that a good thing for WWE? I think it is. I mean, if done right. If you do it right, it could be a good thing. And what I really want to see out of this brand split, I've heard some people say this, and I agree with it. Some people say, like, yeah, if you treat this brand split like an NFL draft, and you take it really seriously. And what I mean by seriously is if you, like, I don't want to see, like, at the beginning of Raw, it'll say, like, when they do the draft on Raw, it'll be like, hey, John Cena's being drafted to SmackDown, yay! And then at the end of the night, John Cena's getting drafted back to Raw, yay! What the fuck was that? I mean, I kind of hope they stay away from doing that. Like, I really want to see them take it seriously when they do the draft. Like, when John Cena gets drafted either to Raw or SmackDown, it's going to be, like, big, important thing. Like, oh, wow, we got a big star on our show. And also, what I would like to see, since this time around we got the NXT show, and we got some. I would imagine there's going to be some NXT wrestlers getting called up onto the main roster. There could probably be a surprise. I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, that we'll see some NXT stars get drafted to either SmackDown or Raw. That would be interesting. And I'm holding out. I'm hoping that they draft Bayley to either Raw or SmackDown. I've been waiting ever since they actually fixed the women's division and they got rid of that stupid butterfly belt and they brought back the women's championship, but like made it like look like the WWE heavyweight championship that the guys use. I mean, that was a good idea. I really like what they did with the women's championship. It's bringing much prestige, I guess, to the belt. I love it. I'm loving it. They're actually addressing the issues with the women's division. And even though they kind of slip up from time to time with some of the questionable booking that they've done lately, you know, it's on the right path. And I think now's the time for Bayley to be called up to the main roster. And now that we got this draft coming up, this would be a great time to bring her up onto the main roster. And I'm excited because I really like Bayley. You know, the first time I actually watched an NXT match was at the NXT TakeOver, where, you know, Bayley's the number one contender for the NXT Women's Championship, and they showed a video package of her and Sasha Banks. And this is like the first time I got to see like who Bayley is, because I didn't know who she was before then. And I was watching that video package, and I was like, it really got me involved in that story. I was really rooting for Bayley to win because I was won over really well with the package. The video package was done so well, and the booking with her has been so great. It's like, wow. Yeah, with the right booking, she could be a big name in the women's division. I really think she can. And now that they've corrected some of the problems with the women's division was facing before, now may be the time to bring her up. And I'm excited. And I hope they do it at the draft. They better. I hope. And then some other big names, I hope also get called up from NXT onto the draft. That would be exciting. I really hope they do that. I'm crossing my fingers. And then, okay, so we got If they do the draft right, that's a good thing. Another thing is the championship belts. I hope, again, if they do it right, I think, like, in my opinion, the United States Championship and the Intercontinental Championship should be brand exclusive titles. Like, one's going to be on Raw, one's going to be on SmackDown. That's what I'm hoping they're going to do. And the other three belts, they get the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, the women's title, and the tag team titles, should be on both shows. Should be featured on both shows. I really hope that's the direction they go. Getting back to the women's championship. I mean, in the first time they did the draft, the women's championship was only featured on Raw, and SmackDown didn't have any women's championship, so the women had nothing to really fight for, and it was kind of sticking out like a sore thumb for the longest time. And so they finally addressed that issue with the Divas Championship. Oh, now SmackDown's got Divas Championship. But then when the when the brand split had phased out, and they decided for some reason to get rid of the Women's Championship and keep the Divas title. I don't know why. Whatever. And they just kept with the Divas Championship for the longest time. And then finally, they corrected that problem at this year's WrestleMania. Past WrestleMania. They finally corrected that problem. They brought back the Women's Championship. They made it good again. And now we got another brand split coming up. And if the Women's Championship becomes an exclusive title to a brand exclusive title, I'm afraid they're just going to have to bring back the Divas title. I'm kind of like, no, don't. Just have the Women's Championship be featured on both shows. Again, same with the Heavyweight Championship. I don't think there's a need to bring back the World Championship, the former WCW World Heavyweight Championship belt. I just don't think there's need for it right now. And then same with Tag Team Championships. They should be featured on both shows. And the only two would be the Intercontinental and United States Championship. Those are the only two that should be brand exclusive. And then, yeah, I mean, if they go with that formula, if they stick to, booking it right, correctly, done right, this could be a good thing. This is WWE we're talking about here, so who knows? I'm still hopeful. What do you guys think out there? What do you people think? Is the brand split a good thing or is it a bad thing? I would like to hear the debate about that. I think it could work. Yeah. Well, moving on. Hey, do you all remember the crazy lady that invaded Target? The video I showed in last week's show? Yeah, well, apparently she's got more of these. Well, mostly street preaching, few Target rebukes, and still no Planet Fitness rebuke. I'm still waiting for that one to come out. In Planet Fitness, I bet they're scared shitless right about now. Like, oh shit, I mean, this could happen at any moment. This lady can go in there and just, raise hell. I guess you could say she raised hell. But anyway, moving on. This other Target rebuked it video she did is basically the same shtick that you all saw from the previous video. However, there is one particular moment in this video clip that I want to show you guys that raises the bar of just batshit craziness. I mean, I had to rewind this several times, like play over again, just because I can't believe the level of stupid this lady went to. Anyway, let's just play the clip.
Ma'am.
Men are allowed to go in the women's bathroom.
Ma'am.
It is wicked. It is wicked that men can go in the women's bathroom and freely videotape little girls just like her.
Oh, I gotta hear that one again.
It's wicked that men can go in the women's bathroom and freely videotape little girls just like her.
Oh, that is just... I am at a loss for words at just what I just heard from this lady's mouth. She is claiming that men can freely just go in the girls' bathroom and videotape little girls going to the bathroom. Yeah, that's the kind of just batshit craziness this lady's pulling out of thin air and trying to pass it off as fact. I highly doubt that men can freely go into the girls' or women's bathroom and videotape little girls going to the bathroom. I highly doubt that is anywhere close to being accurate. Anyways, just one more video clip from her that I felt. I mean, this has nothing to do with Target. It's just regular street preaching outside. Actually, outside by in this Sandy Hook area, Newtown, Connecticut. This is where she decided to go street preaching by a school. I'm just gonna play a little short clip of that too, and then I'll give you my thoughts. Let's play the clip.
Is the way, the truth, and the life.
Well, this is public property, the public easement here, at least, and public schools are all public. They're government owned. So they're all public
Praise
property.
God for freedom
We're not on the
of
property,
speech
actually, anyway.
in
We're on the
America.
easement part, on the sidewalk.
Praise
So.
God.
I mean, we're not
And
doing
I
anything
can
wrong. I mean,
stand
First
here
Amendment-wise,
today
and public
and
fora is
plead
all
with you
rights for us to do that.
for your soul. Church.
I mean, we're not going to be here
Church of
longer, obviously, than the
Jesus
school lets out.
Christ.
We're going to stand here and then leave. That's it. So,
Church.
You're on school property, though. You need to leave school property. You understand that?
but I mean, every...
You want to go to public property?
Yeah, this is public property, though. This is all public
You're
property.
allowed by law to
10
be
feet
on-
is an easement, and we're right by the utilities here. So I know
Repent!
even if we wanted to argue about school not being public, which it is, all school is government owned, so it's all taxpayer funded.
Turn off your
So that makes it
porch.
public property. So I'm saying, Officer Chapman,
Turn off
I mean,
your
what makes
pornography.
it not public? It's public, though, right?
Jesus.
Or it's just across the
foundation
street,
on the
just the
cross.
sidewalk there, or the easement on the other side. Either way,
Jesus Christ reaches out to you with love.
yeah, it doesn't make a difference.
Be on school
God
I hear you.
is love. God is life. In Him is
Okay,
part of the-
no
okay, yeah, I
darkness.
hear you.
So what?
Yeah.
The problem I have right now
Yeah.
is people are so distracted by
Right.
this that they can't
Darkness.
pay attention to the crossing guard.
Yeah.
That's not
Darkness.
safe. Because what you saw is
Evil.
Yeah, I hear you.
hit by a car just then.
I hear you.
Evil.
I agree. Yeah.
So in the interest of public safety,
I hear you.
Jesus calls
Yeah,
you.
I could go
to
asking, sure.
repent.
But I mean to say, there's no law that we're breaking, but I know that.
Jesus
But I'm just saying, yes, it
calls
could be
you
an issue because
to
people stop.
pay
see,
attention
if you're
to
interfering,
the Son
interfering with the traffic agent
the
doing
time.
their job,
Yeah.
that is a violation of the law.
Okay.
So I'd ask you to just stop
You
doing
Yeah,
it.
okay.
will
They can't
face
hear her.
God.
We can't focus on her because
Car
you guys
that
are such a
small.
distraction.
Well, I mean, they don't.
18-wheeler.
Yeah, but I mean,
Wipe
nobody
you
really
out,
listens
God
to a
knocker.
crossing guard. They look at our
Wipe
handset.
you out.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying. I'm not trying to argue. Officer.
You
But
mock
It
God.
kind of seems like
He
you are
will
trying
No,
to
sir.
get a
No,
hold
sir.
of
What I'm telling you is
Yeah.
that right
and
now,
shake you.
by interfering
Angela.
with the duties of the traffic
Yeah,
agent,
Angela,
you
so-
guys are breaking the law.
Okay. I understand.
So if you
yeah.
continue to do that, you seem to be very well versed in the law.
Yes,
very
sir.
well
I
versed in your
travel the
rights.
country.
So
Angela
you
treats us
understand.
well,
So
yeah.
you understand what's going to happen if you continue to
Yes,
stand
sir.
here and willfully break the
Yes,
law
sir.
right in front of you.
Yes,
Okay?
sir. Yes, sir. Well, the two points of it I would make is number one, there would have to be a law being broken, and
Okay,
and I agree. I hear you. I
explained
hear.
to you two
No, no.
laws
I'm
that are
saying.
being broken,
I'm
okay?
saying I'm willing to listen to what's going on and do what we have to do to accommodate
Okay.
everybody.
Thank you very
I have no
much.
problem there, but I'm just saying I wanted to make the points. Well, not here because.
All right, this is where I have to interject here. What this guy's doing behind the camera, he's trying to explain to the officer, hey, we're on public property. You know, he's trying to, justify the that he can legally be there, videotaping this woman making an idiot out of herself as usual. But where I really take issue is he's making a case that this is a public school. I believe in separation of church and state. And what they're doing is making it even more worse. This is more worse than, for them being there preaching the word of God. Separation of church and state. There shouldn't be preaching at all at a public school. Zero. I'm sorry. Again, separation of church and state. It should be, no, they should not even be doing this to begin with. They shouldn't. I'm sorry. But that's my opinion on it. Separation of church and state. Take your preaching somewhere else, is what I'm basically trying to say. And something else that they said in this video clip at, we're not breaking any laws. But yet they are. They're interfering with the police. That is breaking the law. No matter how much you try to spin it, you're breaking the law when you interfere with police work, I guess. When police officers are trying to do their job and you're interfering with them, that is breaking the law. Anyways, I think I'm done with this lady. So anyway, that's it for tonight's show. If you like what you saw, please give this video a big old thumbs up. And, please comment in the comment section below. I do appreciate any comments you guys leave me, whether it's good or bad. I'll read them. And I'll even respond to them. Yay! So if you want me to respond to any of your comments, please, I beg you to, well, just write your what you think. I like to debate with people too. Just feel free to write whatever comments you want to write. You want to debate with me? That's fine. You want to leave anything positive? That's also pretty awesomeness. If you have anything negative to say, go ahead and leave that too. I don't care. I just want people to comment. I'll respond to your comments. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. See you next time.